All right, welcome in, everybody. We've got JV baseball coming up for you. Wolverines will take on the Grundy Center Spartans as we are just waiting here for the umpires. Both teams have done their warm-ups, are through and ready to go. Both standing outside. Well, Wolverines outside their dugout, Spartans inside theirs. So we're getting ready here to bring you what will actually be from home our last broadcast for over a week. We have the games tonight, JV and varsity, and then the Wolverines have tomorrow night off, and then are on to South Hardin on Wednesday, Denver on Thursday. Those are both JV varsity sets, and then they will play at Waterloo East on Saturday against Waterloo East and North Fayette Valley before they go next Monday to Appin and Parkersburg for a doubleheader, and then that'll be us back for Clear Lake on Tuesday the 11th. So got a little break here, Brad. We'll be off for a little bit, but I talked to Coach Martin. He's excited to get on the he's excited to get on the road so he doesn't have to do field prep.
Wow, that's a little bit of a shocker there, but anyway, yeah. Wolverines will be on the road. You said Wednesday for their first time this year. See how they handle that. Second time this year. And they got a pretty long road stretch there. So.
Yeah, and you got those two games in Waterloo East or in Waterloo are on Saturday at 9 and 11. So those are gonna be bright and early games for the Wolverines on Saturday morning. Luckily, they got the night before off, and then right back Monday in that doubleheader against AP, which is going to be a big one as the Wolverines look at the schedule.
Yep, and it is. Falcons will probably be looking for a little bit of revenge after the 8-1 defeat here last Thursday. So. Where the Wolverines came out very well, scored 7 runs in that first inning and just managed one more run throughout the next 6, but nonetheless, a good performance there by the Wolverines.
Yeah, I thought an excellent job by the Wolverines. Like you said, 7 runs in the bottom of the first. Really, again, a couple errors aided them in that 7-run inning, but the Wolverines were hitting the ball hard throughout.
Yep.
So I thought just a great job by the Wolverines of getting after it and getting early runs and then allowing themselves to just kind of, I won't say cruise, but really not have to press so much.
No, not press so much, but I still, maybe a little bit too aggressive at the plate, sometimes up to bat for them last 6 innings, but no, Wolverines did their job. JV coming off, I think they won. Did they win?
Yep, they won that one too.
Yep. Well, yeah, JV won that game against AP also Thursday night. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see with a little bit of a break. There, see how the Wolverines come out and attack this Spartan team.
Well, and you said it. The JV, well, some of those guys are getting some time there at the varsity level. For instance, at that AP game, we saw freshman Aiden Nielsen playing first since Lou Texter was on the mound. Yep. Those are just the points that really help that this these young guys grow and get better and continue to get better.
Yeah, and to improve this Wolverine baseball team. That's just future's looking bright for this young baseball team of the Wolverines. So,
well, we're getting ready. Wolverines into their warm-up. Is that Nielsen on the mound?
No, that's Jabrak on the mound.
Jabrak's on the mound tonight. All right.
Jabrak's on the mound tonight. McCumber's behind the plate. Oh, let's see. Quinn Mills will be at short. Jacob Feeker's in left. Aiden Nielsen's at third. Jabrak's on the hill. Jalen Haugen is just an extra hitter. Aiden Walston's in center. Julian Haugen's at third. Levi Folkers is in right. Bryson Downs is at second. And Kane McCumber's behind the plate. So,
all right.
And Lane Johnson will be rounding out that Wolverine batting order.
Well, and Coach Martin said it when we talked to him, and we'll have him here at some point during this first game. Yeah, I just lost mine too.
Okay.
But we'll have him at some point here during this JV game. But he said it. He's got a ton of guys here on this JV level. You just try and find guys opportunities. So first pitch, the pitch is down there by McCumber. We're ready to roll.
Yep.
As the Spartans are going to bring – is that their varsity?
Yeah, that's the varsity lineup right there.
Spartans are going to – well, go through their lineup as we come into it.
Yep. It'll be Ethan Meester leading them off. He's doing the catching tonight for the Spartans, followed by Hayden Gertis and Aiden Hook. Jabrak's first pitch. Grounded in the grass. Nielsen takes it, flips it to Jabrock. Out number 1.
One pitch, one out, the way you like to do it.
Yep.
Nope, a good cover there by Jabrock. Again, that's something that we've seen out of these young guys. Pitchers are getting off the mound and getting over there, so that just makes it a little easier on your first baseman.
Mm-hmm. Next is Hayden Gertis, third baseman. Jabrock sets and fires. A little high. Ball 1. Nice day here in Dike.
Warmer than we've had.
Yes. Pitches down low, 2-0 on Gertis.
It's the first day I've come up into the press box, and it's been hot.
Yes. 87 degrees out is what my phone says. Feels like 89. Ball's outside. 3-0 on Gertis.
Well, and this is something I talked with Jabrock after his last outing at JV, and he had kind of the same situation. Got a quick 2 strikes and then struggled to find the zone.
Yep.
So see if he locks it back in here quickly.
There's strike number 1. Taken all the way. Flag is pretty still out in center.
Yeah, it feels like we get a little breeze up here by us, but yeah, the flag not moving at all.
It's grounded foul towards the Wolverine dugout. Full count now. Good job by Jabrock to come back and put the count at full. The full count pitch. Jabrock's ready. Grounded slowly to the second baseman. Makes the play in time to retire Gertis.
That Dow's at second.
That's Dow's at second, yes.
Okay. Dow's a good field and throw. Jabrock still trying to cover first base.
Brings in Aiden Hook. He's going to be doing the pitching tonight for the Spartans in this JV game. Strike number 1. Way to get ahead early. Oh and 1. Jabrock with a long look. Now delivers. Strike 2. Jabrock not what we're accustomed to see. I mean, most of the Wolverine batters or pitchers work fast.
Yeah, and I think that's something that when he goes and tries to work a little fast, he gets just a little bit wild.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with him slowing down is exactly what he wants to do and really work himself into this, into the game.
Hook fouled the last pitch off. Jabrock's 0-2. Upstairs. 1-2.
It's like that was a curve that didn't break.
That
Stayed
did go
up
down,
top.
yep.
But here again, I think we've seen this out of some of the JV pitchers as they then get into the varsity level. They're starting to throw faster, and they get a little more comfortable with that speed.
Swing and miss, strike 3. That'll retire the Spartan side, and we'll go to the bottom of the first after this.
All right, back here in Dike for the bottom of the first inning, Wolverines and Spartans. Spartans go down 1-2-3 in the first inning. Wolverines are going to try and answer back here.
It'll be Quinn Mills, Jacob Feeker, and Aiden Nielsen leading off for the Wolverines. Tries to throw that curveball right away.
Well, and we talked about it a little bit there when we were off that, he's got a pretty nice curve, threw it quite a bit in warm-ups. A lot of late movement.
2-0 on Mills.
Mills might be the new Nick Reineke. He's wearing the varsity number, but he's been hit more times than I can think about right now.
2-0 on Mills. Lifts that one foul off to the right.
Just a little bit taken off that pitch, and Mills was ready for it.
2-1. Mills is going to ground one. Foul ball, just foul. Boy, just.
Tough call there. That one hopped. I thought it hopped over the bag, but it must have just been foul. Umpires got definitely a better angle than we got on it, but.
That's for sure. 2-2 on Mills. Hook is ready. The pitch. Full count.
Well, looked like he was trying to go back to that curve.
Yep.
So far, those have stayed up.
Yep. Just doesn't get that arm released down. The full count. Inside. That's a walk for Mills. And Wolverines have one on with Feeker coming up to bat.
Well, one thing about these JV guys, they're aggressive on the base paths and they've got some speed. So we'll see how long it takes. And Mills isn't even ready.
Feeker's going to drive one into left down the line. That's going to be a base hit. Mills around second.
Mills is still putting his sliding glove on, and he barely got let off, and first pitch Feeker swinging at, but hits it over the third baseman's head. So
brings in Aiden Nielsen. 2 on, no outs.
First pitch is up to Nielsen.
Ball 1. Meyer holding him on him first. Pitches upstairs. 2-0 on Nielsen. Hook's ready to bring the 2-0. Mills goes off for third. Got him at third. 3-0 on Nielsen. But Mills is out at third.
All right, Coach, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, well, again, welcome Coach Martin in. Really, as we talked about the top of this JV game, about the only time we're going to get a chance to talk to you here in the next week, since you're going to be on the road.
Yeah, first time actually having like a actual road stint.
Yeah, and not like, again, you could go to South Hardin, go to Denver, and then got the 2 games in Waterloo on Saturday, and then that doubleheader against AP. So you get to see AP twice more here in a short period of time.
Yeah, we're excited. Anytime that we have the opportunity to do a doubleheader conference game, it's always big ones for us.
Well, and so talking about that, let's go back to Thursday night. Again, as you said, AP came in. You guys came out and put up 7 in the bottom of the first. And I don't want to say cruised at that point, but really came out early and scored right away on the Falcons.
Yeah, we definitely hit the ball over the place. Got lucky because I think they had 2 or 3 errors in that bottom of the first, but we were able to capitalize on those errors. So I think that was probably our most complete game we've had so far this season, just defensively, pitching, and at the plate.
Well, and you mentioned pitching. Lou Texter got the start and went the whole game. Pitched really well. I mean, he's now had a couple of outings, I know, as a reliever, 1 save on the year, now that win. And had 18 strikeouts and no walks.
Yeah, he it's unreal. I think what separates him from a lot of pitchers in our conference is just his accuracy. I mean, like you said, no walks. He rarely gets into deep counts. He's usually he's as a pitcher he's getting quick outs, but he's also getting 3 to 4 pitch strikeouts as well, which I mean helps for us because that just means that his pitch count is going to be down as well.
Well, and like you said, when he comes in, and we talked about it, his, I think, second outing, might have been his first outing, saw 8 batters, struck 5 of them out. So he does get a lot of strikeouts, and I really, watching him pitch, I think that's really that more sweeping pitch he throws it. Nobody else in the team throws it. So when he comes in and does it, it's got a chance to be a little wild, but he's usually pretty good with it.
Yeah, and I don't know when he's actually started to learn this or actually do this on his own in practice, but he's mixing up his timing a lot as well from the mound to home. He's not necessarily a quick pitching, but he'll go a little bit faster, get the tempo up, but then he'll also slow it down as well when he needs to. So he does a really good job of that.
And I think that's that gamesmanship that he also does that at the plate. And I've seen a couple other of the Wolverines do that as well, calling time and trying to break the pitcher's rhythm. And so really just, I think, a good job from that mental side of the game, just kind of being in the pitcher's head and keeping guys honest. So, 7 runs. You batted around in the first inning. And so, honestly, I know there were, like you said, there were a couple errors in there, but there was one point where I know you had the bases loaded and AP pulled everybody in and you end up getting a single right through, which wouldn't have been through had they been at their normal depth.
Yeah, just putting the ball in play and good things will happen. I mean, that just kind of shows how we have become as hitters over the last, I'd say, 3 or 4 games. First game against Columbus and then the second game against GR. Off to slow starts. We didn't get the runs we needed. We didn't bring in the batters when we had people on. But yeah, against AP, we put the ball in play and put the ball where we needed to get those runs in.
Well, and really, even that first game against Hudson, you guys, it was a tight game back and forth there that you guys pulled out. But then from the second game against Hudson on, you guys have just been hitting the heck out of the ball.
Yeah, we're just, they're just seeing the ball really well right now. I think a lot of it, too, is the lineup that we have just has been very consistent over the last 3 or 4 games, so that helps tremendously.
Well, and I think, you and I talked about this off of stream, but one of the things I know we had talked about is just the number of guys you have, the number of players that could contribute that you have, and trying to get all those guys minutes. We've seen, I think we've seen Bolus has really come in and given you guys a good boost there from the field and from the bat.
He has, and just what our lineup needs is another lefty batter. So, yeah, no, all jokes aside, he has come in and he's done a tremendous job. He picked up right where he left off last year towards the end of the season, so couldn't be happier for the progress that he's made. And even with a few of the other guys like Cooper Steffen and Tate Block, with the lineups that we have, there's only going to be certain times where they're going to be in the lineups in the main positions they play. There are other spots that they'll get into, but just being able to rely on those guys to, pick up the slack when we need them to get in.
Well, and I think the other side of that, obviously, is as the weather gets warmer and guys are going to need breaks, and those guys are going to have to step in and give you some innings and some games.
Yeah, and it helps to have Cooper as our number 2 catcher. We're getting into the dog days of summer where it's hard to have your catcher do a doubleheader in 90 degrees, so it'll be nice to have him fill in for Cole when we need him to.
Well, and kind of talking about those guys that now kind of looking at those younger guys, that game against AP, Aiden Nielsen gets to start at first, and I thought played pretty well there for you and scooped a couple balls. And
yeah, before the game, he pitched the JV game of that JV varsity match against AP, and not necessarily he had a rough outing. He just wasn't getting some of the strike calls, and you could tell he was visibly frustrated. So I just talked to him before the game and just said, we need you to play your game. There's a reason why you're playing varsity and dressing varsity is because you have the skill set. So, he did a tremendous job, and I couldn't be happier for him for his first varsity start.
Well, and again that's he fit right into that lineup, and those guys again seamless when you've moved guys in and out of that lineup. I think it's been pretty good. These guys are starting to build some confidence and starting to really get after it. So, what do you expect out of Grundy Center tonight? Obviously, they're not record-wise, they're not up there, but I think this is always one of those games that similar to AP, throw the records out the window. It's a rivalry game, and they're going to bring what they got.
Yeah, and every time we play them, it brings me back to our district final in 2022. Anything can go, so I know they still got a lot of guys that were from that team. So there's definitely not, I wouldn't say bad blood, but they want to beat us and we want to beat them. So I think it'll be a good game. I'm expecting them to throw one of their aces, and I'm kind of hoping to because we really want to see that good competition.
Well, and we've got both lineups, so we know it's going to be Tate Jarofsky on the mound against
There
you
you go.
guys. And I know you guys are out. You guys are throwing Gudgeon out there, who again he's come in and given you guys some good innings. Obviously, he did it a year ago, and really from the fielding side, he's been all on everybody and been able to play just about every spot. I think on the field.
Yeah, last year he even got some JV catching in when he wasn't able to play varsity from transferring over. But yeah, I could plug him into anywhere and he'd fit right in. But yeah, I excited for him on the bump tonight. I think he'll do a good job.
All right. Well, good luck tonight, Coach, and good luck on the road trip. We'll try and get out there and see you guys a little bit, but for sure I'll be at some of the games. Hopefully, don't know if we'll be able to broadcast or not, but if not, we'll be back a week from tomorrow when Clear Lake comes to town.
Perfect. Can't wait.
All right. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, Coach Martin joining us again. We appreciate the time from Coach, giving us time to chat with him, even though it does take away from the on field as we're seeing. Looks like a few walks here, Brad. The Wolverines put a couple across.
Yep, Wolverines have put 2 across on walks by Hook. So, base pads are still full of Wolverines. 2-0 already. The pitch, still finding it. Oh, we got a late jump coming home. Ooh.
Might have wanted to slide right
May
there.
have wanted to slide there, yes. Some umpires will just call you out if you don't slide.
Correct. Especially if it's going to be bang bang like
Yes,
that.
yep, exactly.
But Wolverines lead this one 3-0 right now. Brad, I always appreciate Coach Martin coming up and chatting with us, and I know it takes away from what we're able to do, like calling the play-by-play, but I think it's been really nice to have him up here and giving his thoughts on how the season's going.
Yes, it has, and he's hit the nail on the head quite a few times talking about the team. The young people that contribute to the team, and the older folks, how they just mesh together, and that's what Coach Martin is looking for.
Well, I think you can look all the way back to his first year and that group he had when he came in. As we do have a conference on the mound, again, just Hook been a little bit wild here. Wolverines scored another one on a pass ball. But I think, Coach said it when he came in. It was kind of the way he wanted to do things, and the guys have adapted to it. They've jumped on it right away. Every one of these guys, top to bottom, knows that they've got a role, and they'll step in, and then the young guys are being brought along by the older guys. There's not that call it that class like break.
No, yeah.
Where your varsity and your JV are so different. They're together and they're one team.
Well, yeah, and you talk about it a little bit. Once you get into that freshman year of your high school, you're all one. From freshmen to seniors, you're all one if you're out for a sport, So the kids really came together. Sometimes they don't gel, and this time they do, and I don't know what that was.
Might have been a balk.
Okay, so it's 3-0. Or no, that wasn't a pitch. It's still 2-0. Yep.
But Wolverines lead this one 5-0. Bases are empty now.
Levi Folkerts is up to bat, has a 3-0 count on him. Boy, and then he brings back that memory of the district final.
Yep.
Boy, there was a lot of antsy people up in this press box, and get back-to-back home runs by Gus Varney and Nick Reinecke, and then the slow roller in the infield when Gus is on the mound and flips it to Lou in time to get the batter, which was just a great game.
Yeah, no, and again, that year we had a lot of those that, just I call them heart attack games. That you're never comfortable. Everything's tight. You're down, so you're coming back. I think we might have had 4 games that we came from behind in the 7th inning. So down to our last couple outs as Folkert's going to take second and get in there.
Yep.
First pitch, I think, was a ball, but don't quote me on that. So yeah, I think there was a lot of those games, and we've seen that in others where the Wolverines just don't get out of games.
Yep.
They're able to just keep battling, and no matter what it is. I mean, obviously, talking about that, you can talk about the game up in Mason City against Osage.
That was the next game we had to call.
Yep. And it was got down early and fought their way back the entire game. And again, you talk about remembering what that was.
Yep.
Those games stick.
Oh, yeah, they do. Strike 2 on Dowse. He's down in the count, 1-2. Folkert standing on third. Hooks pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3. That's going to be 3 outs. But the Wolverines bring 9 to the plate, score 5, and we'll go to the top of the second right after this.
All right, back here in Dike for the top of the second. Long bottom of the first for the Wolverines as they put 5 across, but handful of those on walks.
Yeah.
And errant pitches. So Wolverines up 5-0. Gerbrock back on the mound for inning number 2.
Yeah, it'll be Dayton Myers, Cash Combs, and Britt Myers to face Gerbrock here. Top of the second. Gerbrock's pitch is strike number 1.
It's one of those things as a pitcher. It's either good or bad that you get that much time off where you're not on the mound.
Yep.
So we'll see how Gerbrock comes back here.
Ooh. Just in tight. One and one on Myers. Pitches outside, 2-1. Yeah, and Coach really hit it on the head when, you get the heat involved with this, and you can rotate players, and he feels comfortable with that, which is a plus.
Well, it's a big thing because then you're not wearing people out and running them down as strike 2 comes across. It allows you just have a little bit of break here and there, and sometimes you don't need much, but a game off can really help guys.
Yes, exactly right. So, the 2-2. Swing and miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Gerbrock. Brings in number 21, Cash Combs. Gerbrock's ready. Throws that one outside. 1-0.
Combs took a look at it but held back.
Yep. Gerbrock's 1-0. Same spot outside, 2-0.
Nibbling on that outside corner.
Yep. One out here Top of the second, 5-0 Wolverines.
There it is.
They got the call. 2-1.
Just nibbled his way right back in there for a strike.
Keeps it inching and over. Jabrock kicks and fires. Chopped high in the infield. Downs. Makes the...
couldn't get a throw off. I think it kicked a little bit further to the middle than Dow's thought it was going to, and he had to lunge for it, and that got him off and couldn't get a throw over to first. But a good stop, just no play there.
Yep. Better than letting it go on the outfield. Holds Combs to a single. Nielsen holding Combs on. He has a good lead. Brings in Britt Meyer.
Quick snap throw over.
Yeah. Almost threw that like he was throwing home. Those two play together quite often. I'm sure Aiden's used to it.
Oh, yeah.
Jabrock delivers. Strike one. Oh and 1 on Meyer. Jabrock's next pitch. Swing and miss, strike two.
Well, now we're getting a little bit of wind blowing back in our face. You see the flag flying back at us. Just a little breeze. So I don't know if we'll have that. It'll be up and down kind of all night.
Yeah, be interesting. Come varsity time. Jabrock peers over at first. Takes it to the plate. Swing and miss, strike three. McCumber wanted to throw it down, but he did not.
Yeah, I think that was left-handed batter. He didn't have a good angle on it because that was Combs was way off at first.
Brings in the number 7 hitter. Strike number 1. A little bit of height differential from the last 6 batters that Jabrock's faced. Jabrock's ready. Snaps it over to first. Ooh, and that gets off the glove of Nielsen. And Combs is going to have himself second as that goes off the top of the glove of Nielsen. Rolls back to the fence. Right field fence pretty good in pretty good shape as many times as Bolus has hit the fence the last couple games. Strike two. Oh and 2, I believe, on Edwards. Fisted it up the middle to Downs.
Gerbrock comes up with it, and he's going to just take it himself.
Okay.
Put it in his glove and put it away.
Unassisted, you bet. So that'll work. The Spartans leave one, and we'll go to the bottom of the second after this.
All right, throw goes down, and we'll see another pitcher here for the Spartans. I don't know why I just lost their team name, but it's been a long day, and it's only Monday.
Yeah, tell me about it. Early, started the 5 o'clock liftings and
Johnson, first pitch swinging. Fly out to left.
That was McCumber.
Oh, McCumber? Sorry. Yep. Are you sure that was McCumber?
Well,
number 10 is not McCumber.
It was supposed to be McCumber, but because I think Downs made the last, he struck out. No, it looks like Johnson. Yep. I don't know if McCumber may not be pitching, or maybe
he's not hitting.
Okay.
Because we're back to the top with Mills
We
now.
are. Put that one in the wrong.
First pitch is a ball to Mills.
All right. 1 out. Mills drew a base on balls. Mills lines one into center. Center fielder's there.
And
it
pops
goes
out.
off the glove. Mills is racing for second. You'll have a standing, well, we'll call it a single with an error. So, or do you want to call it
I would
double?
call it a straight error, but
straight error.
Hit him in the glove.
Yep.
So downside of not using two hands.
Yeah. Brings in Feeker.
That thing just popped right up.
Yep. 1 out, 1 on. Myers pitch. He's going to lift it left out of play.
Feeker in 2 at-bats has seen a total of 2 pitches. As he hit the first one into left field in his first at-bat.
Ooh, and they chase Mills back. Myers is ready. Delivers. Fouled away. Good hack at it by Feeker. Down 0-2. The 0-2 to Jacob Feeker. Feeker's going to line one to the shortstop. Makes the play.
Mills back in time. It's a good rip by Feeker, just right at the shortstop.
Right at someone. So he lines out to the shortstop, brings in Aiden Nielsen. Singled his first time up to bat. And Myers' first pitch. Nielsen's going to line one foul.
Well, Wolverines have been ahead of Myers here.
Yes.
Each of these pitches, they're pulling it right down the line.
Yep. Mills takes his lead from second. Myers is ready. Looks up. Ball 1-1.
Nobody really holding Mills on. Shortstop's going to sneak in behind, but Mills is back.
1-1, so Mills has caught the attention of the pitcher.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, it's you almost just need to go get the batter here.
Mm-hmm.
But Nielsen tough out at the plate.
The 1-1. Outside. 2-1.
Same spot as the last one, and both called the same, so consistency is there. Let's see what the Wolverines can do with it.
That pitch is called a strike. 2-2.
Up a little bit higher, so. All right. Nielsen looking to protect. Mills looking to get a jump.
Nielsen's going to ground one. Good play by the second baseman.
Big hop to the second baseman.
Makes the play. Wolverines strand 1. Don't score anything. Still lead 5-0. We'll go to the top of the third.
right, back here in Dike for the top of the third inning. Wolverines lead this one 5-0. As here come the Spartans.
Oh, yeah, I got to flip my book over.
See, Brad, you're supposed to tell me who's up right away. I set you up for that,
Yep,
Brad.
I did not get that one. It'll be Castillo, Moen, and Meester.
Swung through on the first one. Gerbrock back on for his third inning of work.
Castillo down 0-1. Just outside, 1-1. One ball, one strike. The pitch. He swung through it. 1-2.
You got our JV line up there?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha right here.
Yeah. Lane's DHing for McCumber.
Okay.
I was confused. I get confused.
Sorry, and I wasn't reading it correctly.
That ball
2-2. As that one gets away from McCumber. The 2-2 by Gerbrock.
Overthrew a little bit.
Yep.
Just tried to blow that one by the batter.
The 3-2. Got
Got
him
him.
looking. Wow, what a pitch.
Great pitch there from Gerbrock. After a couple of balls outside, just came firing right back down the middle.
Brings in John Moen. Gerbrock's ready. The pitch. Strike number one. You talk about, the next batter's considerably taller than this guy. You got to change your outlook on the strike zone.
Yeah, he tried to bunt. That one was up high.
Did he go?
He bunted.
did.
He hit it. The ball was up and was going to be up if he would have just let it go, but he was squared around a bunt. And
0-2 on Moen. The pitch. Just inside.
had him backing out. That's one, if you can get that thing to break there at the end, that's
Yep.
get the batter jumping out of the box.
1-2.
Got him.
Got him looking. Out number 2, strikeout number 5. For Gerbrock brings in the leadoff man, Ethan Meester. If Meester would reach, it'll be Hayden Gertis. Two outs, nobody on. Here in the top of the third. Gerbrock long look, and he's ready. Strike number 1.
Well, I'll tell you, Brad, watching him pitch here this first 3 innings, he's on both sides of the plate, throwing for strikes, not keeping the level the same, making it tough.
Yep. Just misses outside and low.
Even on the ones where he misses, he's still not giving up on coming right back after it.
The 1-1. Grounded under the glove of Downs. That's going to get into the outfield to Folkerts. And Meester's going to have himself a hit. Only the second hit given up by Gerbrock. Brings in Gertis.
Well, we'll see here if the Spartans are going to run.
With go ahead.
They do have an interesting leadoff. They're almost pointed towards second.
Yep. I can see that, yep. Down low, ball 1.
I think I've seen a couple of our guys in a similar stance. It's just kind of a weird stance.
Yep. Almost makes it look like you have to do too much to get back to the bag. Cumber fires down to second.
Tailed on him. Dowles comes up with it, but that ball tailed on McCumber.
Yep. Throw was on the first base side of second base. So Meisher's going to be on second. Down still. Strike number 1 on Gertis.
2-1 here.
Yep.
Good pitch there by Jabrock, just kind of not ignoring the runner.
Jabrock's 2-1. Grounded slowly to the third baseman, Haugen. He has to make the play. Not in time.
Not going to get there. Meister had to hold up right at shortstop, right about the shortstop level, because if he kept running, that would have been a tag out.
Almost wanted to charge that as slow as that was rolling. But that'll come. Brings in Aiden Hook with runners on the corners for the Spartans. Swing and miss, strike 1.
Well, another good opportunity here for the young Wolverines here to run some situational stuff. First and third, 2 outs. What do you want to do? I'm sure coach has got a call made.
The 0-1. There goes the runner to second.
Yep, they're
No
just going
throw.
to give it to him.
1-1 on Hook. Outfield straight away. Lifted high.
Right
back
at us.
towards us. 1-2.
Oh, must have just missed the press box. I just missed the concession stand. I was listening for it.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Jabrock's going to work from the stretch. Driven to the second baseman, Downs. Scoops it, throws it,
There we
and
go.
gets him. Spartan strand 2, still trail 5-0. We'll go to the bottom of the third.
All right, we are back here in Dike for the bottom of the third inning. Wolverines still up 5-0. Looks like Myers back on the mound for another inning for the Spartans. What? I'm lost, dude.
Yep, a little bit. That's okay. Bottom of the third, Jabrock, Haugen, and Walston to face Myers. The pitch. Curveball got him grounded to the shortstop. makes the long throw in time to retire Jabrock. Out number 1. Brings in Jalen Haugen. One out, bottom of the third. 5-0 yet. Wolverines. Flag stands still in center field. Myers pitch. Curveball got Haugen out in front. 0-1. Oh and 1. The pitch. Another curveball got him swinging. 0-2. So Myers has thrown Jalen Haugen 2 straight curves. The 0-2. That pitch skips in there. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Myers pitch to Jalen Haugen. Just got him looking. Strikeout number 2, or excuse me, by number 1 by Myers. Brings in the left-handed batter, Aiden Walston. Walston swings and misses, strike 1. Myers' next pitch. Strike 2, outer portion. Oh and 2 quickly on Walston. The pitch. Curveball just misses outside. 1-2. Myers ready. Kicks and fires. Walston grounds one. Foul ball down the first base line. Just on the wrong side of the bag. We'll see the 1-2 count over again. One and 2. The pitch. Walston strikes out. Oh, must have just fouled it away. Outside. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Walston, that's downstairs on Walston. Full count. The rain's off to the west or the east. Looks like out of this, well, there's some to the northeast. The pitch. Walston's going to line one back up the middle. That was fired right back through the box. Had Myers ducking out of the way. Good piece of hitting by Walston. Fought a bunch off. Found a pitch he could hit and drove it back up the middle. 2 outs, 1 on. Brings in Julian Haugen. Drew a base on balls his first time up to bat. If he would reach, we would see Levi Folkerts next. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Haugen swings and misses, strike 1. When they chase Walston back, he's in there safely. 1-1. Walston with a good lead. The pitch. Haugen swings at strike 2. 1-2. With a runner on second. Haugen ready. So is Myers. Takes a pitch outside. 2-2. Myers 2-2 pitch to Julian Haugen. Outside. Full count.
Tough one to watch with 2 strikes.
Yep. 3-2. Myers peers back to second. Delivers to the plate.
Ooh.
Just inside.
It's a tough one to watch with
Haugen draws
2
himself a
strikes.
walk.
I mean, it's right, but that's tough when you got 2 strikes.
The last 2 were hard to watch.
It's like we're going to have a runner.
Looks like
20.
number 20.
Yep.
Logan Hayes.
Hayes going to run for Haugen.
Folkert steps in the box with 2 on, 2 outs. Myers' first pitch to Folkerts. Swings and misses strike 1. Single could score Walston. That almost gets away from the second baseman.
Yeah, that would have been tough because while your center fielder's coming in, Walston runs well, so if he gets up, he could easily take third on that.
Well, tough catch by the second baseman as he had to go across Walston slide. Pitches up high, ball 1. 1-1. Runners take their lead. The pitch. Folkerts is going to ground one foul down the third base line. Down in the count, 1-2. One and two. 2 outs. Myers kicks and fires. Got him looking. Strikeout
Tough
number.
one to watch there.
That would be the 3rd out. And Wolverine Strand 2 will go to the bottom or top of the 4th after this.
All right, back here in Dike for the top of the 3rd, or top of the 4th. I tried to get an extra inning in there. The Wolverines still lead this one 5-0.
It'll be Myers, Combs, and Meyer. Jabrak's first pitch. Swung and fouled back to the backstop.
Well, one thing since we've been kind of noting this, when Jabrak takes his time and really pauses, he's right on. He's been right at the zone.
He's on money. The 0-1. Gets away from a Cumber. 1-1. Still got a few more innings to play, it looks like. If it's 5-6.
Probably get a couple more in here.
The 1-1 from Jabrock. Just down low, 2-1. Jabrock's ready. It's grounded in the hole. Third baseman comes up, fire in. Gets him in time.
Like
wow.
That's Rindles over there at third now.
Oh, hold on. Did he drop it?
Dropped it.
And they're going to leave him at first.
And a good play by Rindles over at third.
Brings in Cash Combs. Myers takes his lead. Nielsen holding him on. The pitch to Combs. Just outside. Ball 1. Few new people out in the field. If we get them, we'll let you know. Strike 1. 1-1.
Yeah, popped the glove pretty good there.
Yep. One ball, one strike, one on. Jabrock looks over at first. Had Combs swinging at something upstairs. 1-2. One ball, two strikes. The delivery outside that gets away from McCumber. Big turn by Myers at second, but he will not take third. 2-2. First day of that 5 o'clock lifting time, Joe. Some of these guys might have
for them.
Yep. Some of these guys might have their, prop their eyelids open. It's grounded to the second baseman Downs. He flips it to Nielsen in time.
Get the first out. Runner advances to third, though.
As Nielsen caught it, Downs was telling him watch the guy on third. Good talk out there. Brings in the left-handed batter, Brett Meyer. Jabrock's long look. Fouled away.
Into the parking lot.
Or on to the track. One or the other.
Well, it must have been the track because the kids all came back.
Oh, no. It came back pretty fast. 0-1. Up high, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Runner on third. Fouled away at the plate. 1-2. Jabrock's delivery got him swinging.
That's a big strikeout there. Hold that runner at third, and Jabrock with a great pitch back to come to get that strikeout.
6 strikeouts now for Jabrock to go along with no walks and 2 hits. Swing and miss by Edwards. 0-1. The pitch, that's outside.
Good job of going and getting it by McCumber. Something in this situation you always look to see is, can your catcher get out of the stance and go get it?
The 1-1. Lifted high. Foul. Is that going to stay in play?
Out of play, it looks like.
Just out of play as Nielsen was given chase. down the right field side.
Well, and way up here, 1 and 2, 2 outs. You go get him and strand that runner at third.
Brock gets set on the rubber. Gives McCumber the nod. Delivers.
Got him.
Swing and miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 7. Out number 3. Spartans leave one stranded. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th after this.
All right, back here in Dike for the bottom of the 4th inning.
It will.
Wolverines lead this one 5-0.
It'll be Downs, Johnson, and then the top of the order. Wolverines still up 5-0. The pitch. Downs swings and misses strike 1. Oh and 1. That pitch is outside. 1-1. Meyer's next pitch.
Had him bailing out. It
Yep.
almost looked like that one curved back, but
2-1.
stayed inside.
2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and miss, strike 2. Two and 2. He grounds into the just foul. He'll live to see the 2-2 over again.
And we'll come back and do it again.
The 2-2 to Dow's. Ooh, my. 3 and 2. That late break
Yeah,
almost had him.
fooled everybody.
Yes. So see if he comes back to that. Myers pitch. Curveball lined in the hole. Under. Oh, good play by the second baseman. Gets up.
Could not get it. Couldn't get anything on the throw. Downs will be safe at first.
Good effort, though, nonetheless.
Yeah, I don't know if he knew he had it.
Brings in Lane Johnson. Dow's a lead at first. Myers pitch. Johnson's going to line one to the
Ooh, good play by
shortstop.
the shortstop.
That's
Man,
2 that he has. Out number
Johnson's
1.
robbed again.
Yep.
Johnson hit the ball well tonight, just right at guys.
Brings in the leadoff man, Quinn Mills. Reached on an error. Myers pitch. Ball 1 to Mills. 1-0. 1 out, 1 on. They chase Dow's back.
Dow's does not have a big enough lead
No.
to be chased back.
One and one. Or excuse me, Citadel 0-1. Myers pitch. Nelson's going to lift one shallow. Right fielder
makes play.
Yep. Out number 2. Brings in Feeker, who's hit the ball hard the last 2 times. And he's 1 for 2. Myers looks over at first, delivers. Feeker, ball 1, up high. Myers sets. Strike number 1 to Feeker. One and one. Feeker's going to swing and miss. Strike. That's not Feeker.
Nope, that is that Hayes, right?
Hayes, yeah. That is Hayes. Sorry, Feeker. 1 and 2. Ooh, yes. Yep, got him looking. That's for sure. Wolverines strand 1, and we'll go to the top of the 5th after this.
All right, back here in Dike for the top of the 5th inning. Some changes here for the Wolverines. We talked about Rindles at third last inning. Looks like Logan Hayes out in right field. I believe that's still Jabrock on the mound. Downs, and looks like the infield's pretty much same. I can't tell if that's... I don't think that's Walston out in center.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't catch a number as they went out.
The pitch to Castillo is bounced in there for ball 1.
Might be Wingert.
Mm-hmm. Jabrock's next pitch. Fouled off. 1 and 1. One ball, 1 strike. To start the top of the 5th. Oh, he swings at a look like ball 2, but it's 1 and 2 now.
Well, we'll take it.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Castillo. Jabrock delivers. Up high, 2 and 2. Ooh, and the Wolverines will go in black tonight. Yikes.
Yeah.
Nothing like sweating it out. Ooh, just misses down low. 3 and 2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And Jabrock's payoff. Outside. First walk given up by Jabrock tonight. I believe.
I think so.
Yes. Yep. Brings in number 22, Moen. What do you think he threw that overboard? Castillo's going to have second.
Yeah, that one bounced well in front of the plate and off to the side. So
Yep. I think he knew it. He kind of looked a little frustrated as he threw that one. Sets. Delivers.
oh, got
Got him
him
swinging. 1-1.
Inside tight pitch and got him to hack at
Yep.
it.
Gives McCumber the nod. Does Jabrock.
There it is.
Had him backing out. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner on second. Jabrock's pitch. Fouled away.
Oof.
We'll do a 1-2 over again.
Umpire gonna switch balls out.
We're ready. Jabrock's 1-2 to Moen. Swing and miss, strike 3. Out number 1. Strikeout number 8.
You know, a couple times this game, Jabrock's gotten himself in a little bit of trouble with a base runner, but he comes back with a strikeout or two, and all of a sudden you strand that guy on the base pass.
Yep. Gives him a little, maybe makes him feel a little bit more comfortable. Brings in Ethan Meester, the leadoff man. Strike number 1.
It reminds me of another pitcher / catcher we used to have.
Yes, always brought the
Prefer to get a few guys on before he got
going.
down to business.
Yes. Yep.
But it was never a dull moment.
No, it was not. Very good catcher in his days.
And really controlled his pitching staff well, which
Yes, he did.
they could throw anybody and he would have it under control.
Yep.
So something we've seen out of, we had Reineke behind him and then McCumber, we've seen that out of them and Stefan here in a game this year.
Yes. 1-2. Curveball
Oh, took a little off
just
it.
misses. 2-2.
It's like our right field group is a little bit smaller today.
Huh.
Maybe they're just not here yet.
Yep. The 2-2. Lifted into left. Coming on as the left fielder. Makes the play for out number 2.
That looks like, is that Folkerts out there? Levi moved to left field. That's what I thought.
Levi in left. Makes that play. Brings in Hayden Gertis. Just under the elbows. 1-0. Jabrock's next pitch.
McCumber, good job of getting out to that one.
1-1.
2-0, I believe.
Oh, excuse me, 2-0.
I mean, I'll take 1-1, Brad.
Sorry.
Don't get me wrong.
The 2-0.
There it is.
Now it's 2-1. Gertis, the third baseman for the Spartans tonight. 2-1. 2 outs. The pitch. Ooh, and that gets away from McCumber.
And McCumber got up and almost got it, but that one stayed up tall and never really came down.
Nope. Puts the count at 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 on. The pitch. That's going to be the second walk.
And probably not a horrible walk in that situation.
We have
But it will. Looks like that might be the end for your Brock. Yep. Pitched a good game.
Looks like Mills is going to come in.
Just going to be a flip between him and Mills.
Yep. What a game, though, by Jabrock. 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, and only giving up 2 hits to this Grundy Center JV team.
Yeah, it's a heck of an outing for him tonight. Mills going to come in and try and close this one out.
And you see Mills pitch, really no letdown in speed. I mean, he throws hard also. So
yeah, he comes right down with it too. So I think that'll be the interesting thing here is, for these Spartan hitters, got used to. Again, we talk about it all the time. Every one of these pitchers throws just a little bit different. The ball comes out just slightly different. Their kick is just a little bit different. So I think that's one of the tough things if you're a hitter to come in, because now you got 2 outs and 2 on, and you need a base hit, and you've not seen him throw yet.
Ooh.
As he throws one.
Yes.
High. Get those out of the way in warm-ups.
Skips that one in there.
And this is, as we talked about this in earlier games this year, this is where it's tough as a catcher because you're hot. It's been a long game. You're down in your crouch. All this weight of the gear on. The ball skipping into you. All right. Will's going to throw one. Will's going to throw one more. All right. Mills on the mound. Jabrock goes too short. Simple change here for the Wolverines.
It'll be the number 3 hitter, Aiden Hook. With 2 outs, runners on the corners. There goes the runner to second with no throw.
Ball 1.
1-0. Mills' next pitch. Overthrew it, and here comes a run from
Yep, that can
third.
be the first run in on that wild pitch. The runner at second moves up.
2-0 on Hook. Last time we've seen Mills did a very good job. His last outing, I believe, against maybe East Marshall, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
it was.
sure.
I can't remember now.
2-0. Mills kicks and fires. Good job by McCumber to block that. It's like he's overthrowing just a little.
And he is. Right now, he's just trying to fire it past him instead of throwing strikes in there. So he'll calm it down. Just got to get back to what he's been doing.
The 3-0.
There it is.
Strike 1. Mills, the 3-1. Strike 2 inside.
Nibbled both edges with those last 2 pitches.
Puts the count at full. Mills ready. Long wait. That's going to be ball 4.
It's going to put runners at the corners here.
Dayton Myers coming in.
I expect Hook to take second on this first pitch.
Yes. 1-5 Wolverines. Mills' pitch. That's in the dirt.
Cumber just plays wall and knocks it down.
Yep. 1-0. That's inside 2-0. Mills yet to find the strike zone consecutively. 3-0. Cash Combs on deck. Mills ready. That's strike one. 3-1 now. Three balls, one strike, two outs. Top of the fifth inning. Mills pitch. Outside, and he's going to walk him. Now bases full of Spartans with Cash Combs coming up. 1 for 2 tonight. And out anywhere gets the Wolverines out of this jam. Fouled off the catcher.
I think it got both of them. I think it got top of McCumber and the top of the official as well. Tough one there.
Oh and 1. Mills fires. Swing and miss, strike two. He's up on in the count now. 0 and 2.
Right here, don't mess around. Just go get him.
Bases full of Spartans. 0 and 2 on Combs. Checks his swing out in front. Mills picks it up, makes the play to Nielsen, retires the side. Spartans strand strand three, but get one. Still trail 5-1.
I think that's going to be it, as the guys are all coming
looks
out.
like it is. Yep.
That'll be the end of our JV game. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Join us over on the varsity stream as we'll get ready here for that game. We'll be on here shortly. But Brad, JV, 5 runs in the first, came out and did an excellent job.
Yeah, really held on for a good game here against the Spartans. Shabrock did an awesome job pitching. Mills came in, closed the door, and we'll be ready to talk about this varsity game here in a little bit.
All right, join us over there on that stream again. We'll be back on here shortly while the guys get the field ready and start getting warmed up, and we'll join you guys for warm-ups and talk pregame. Again, Wolverine JV comes away with a 5-1 victory here tonight over the Grundy Center Spartans. So we will see you on the varsity stream.
Yep.